Alright, guys. So, I got new meta here for you today, and this comes with the release of the new Sahvyt weapon. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but let's jump right into this build here. I want to show you how fantastic this is. So, the Drask weapon has always been the go-to choice for shock bonds for repeaters, and that's because of the 30% bonus damage to behemoth heads, which you're usually getting a pretty good amount of use out of. But the huge downside to that is the perk that's on it is Etheric Attunement, and while that's like kinda sorta okay for repeaters because it gives you the broadside lantern a little bit faster, that's not really a huge optimal perk to have on there. So today we're going to be looking at the Sahvyt weapon. Now the huge, absolutely massive thing on here is that it's got pulse on it, which means our perk economy is maximized for this weapon now. You're going to notice that I now have 4 builds. They're all exactly the same across 4 different elements, and that's because the weapons have a bond on them that's perfect for repeaters. So that's the big advantage there. The other thing is that the unique effect is actually pretty frickin' strong. This thing does ridiculous amounts of damage, and it pops up. It's on a minute-long cooldown, but it also restores. I've had some people say 5 seconds, I've had some people say 10 seconds. I haven't exactly timed it myself, but each dodge reduces the cooldown on it. So you're probably not going to get a whole lot of time reduction out of that in like 10 to 50s and stuff, but in like trials and heroic escalations and stuff, you're probably going to see a lot more time reductions on the unique effect there. But you'll see how powerful the boomerang is. It goes once in front of you, and then it goes back through the behemoth, and then it goes behind you, and then if the behemoth is still there, it's going to come back and go all the way through them again and then explode. So if you shoot this at point blank range, which is when you want to shoot it, then it's going to go all the way through them and all the way back. If you shoot it from a distance, it's bad. So there is a buff that shows you when it's on cooldown. So as soon as you see that disappear, you know that it's ready, and you know not to like shoot them from really far away. So they were cool about that. So for the rest of this build, everything else is pretty standard. We still got attack mag, captain's grip, full bore. Those are the cells I have on my prismatics. Still running discipline. Still got broadside lantern for those because you need a heavy attack on repeaters. Molten, of course, is still top tier for repeaters. But go ahead and run Cascade if you enjoy that more. It's not that big of a difference if you like it more. Here's the cells that I have in the actual weapon. I think most of these are pretty similar to what I have on the build I posted yesterday, but I really wanted to show off this new weapon here today. Also, the chamber, you can use whatever chamber you feel more comfortable with. Like I described in yesterday's video with the Sahvyt chamber build, this is pretty much a brain dead build. You can just kind of fire it off whenever you get it. It doesn't make a huge difference where you shoot it at. But I still do recommend running Drask if you want to run Sahvyt chamber to get that extra damage boost. Otherwise, just stick to full bore and marksman chamber, and you don't really have to change anything else for marksman chamber too. You still want to run tac mag with marksman instead of precision sights because that's going to let you keep up the marksman 100% of the time. So I don't remember if I went through all these, so I'm just going to go over this again real quick. Feel free to glance at those. Run whatever crap you feel like, it doesn't matter. I'm actually probably going to drink a Bulwark Tonic because I'm only level 12 and I'm doing a 10 to 50, so I'll nab one of those real quick. Oop, that is not what I wanted to do. There we go. And of course you still get the Knockout. I totally just turned invisible there, that was cool. You see the boomerang come out and just tear him to shreds, and then it's going to come back, and it exploded on him. It didn't really hit him full force because he reeled back there a bit from the part break. See if I can just keep these part breaks going. You can see, and remember, I'm only level 12, and this is a 10 to 50, so you can see that he died very quickly from this build. Ooh, let's see. Let's get some Spiteful Onslaught. I'll get a lot of use out of that. Oh no, we have some really annoying behemoths here. I hate Spore-Struck Embermane. I really hope I can get that first boop without that other behemoth getting in the way. Especially because it's frickin' Skarn and he's gonna try some bullshit. Like that. Ah, I didn't get it. Big sad. Quit trying to hit me. Ah, I was trying to hit both of them there. Ah! I saw it coming. I didn't have enough time to get out of the way, though. I was locked in my animation. Ugh. He's gonna jump, isn't he? It's a good time to get counterpunch in. Especially since he doesn't really give you much opportunity to do it at other points during the fight. That's... okay, good, I have a counterpunch left. Go ahead and start spinning. See if I can time this right. Got him! That one takes a little bit of practice. You can't wait too long because the rocks will totally hit you from further out than they look like they will. And it is not fun. Ooh, I wasn't sure I was going to break that leg. But he's totally dead now, so... that was actually pretty risky staying as long as I did to try to break that leg. Let's see what we get. Ooh, shock. Alright, what do we got? Hellion. I'm just going to go ahead and blow my shock proc now. Oh my god, and the boomerang does a lot of shock damage. It's really heavy on the shock damage. Enough to the point where I was doing trials with this weapon, and I got 2 shock procs on the Koshai. And that doesn't happen very often. Okay, oh, it's just shredding that Hellion. That's going to hit me, yep. Give me them legs. I think they, ooh, I think those legs take a bunch of damage from the boomerang. Ah, I wasn't far back enough. If you're towards the end of the tail when his rage explodes, you actually will not get knocked back. But I was a little too close. You have to be at like near the very end of his tail. Oh, I thought he was going to be closer. Ah, I don't want to be in this lava. Ah! No, my boomerang's being wasted. One of the other downsides to the boomerang is they can kind of get out of the range if it happens to go off when they're moving around. That's probably something you should learn to keep an eye on. I'm not used to that yet, but if you keep an eye on that, you should learn to hold back and wait until they're in a spot where it's going to be really effective. I thought his leg was going to break soon. I was really hoping. Oh no, I got 2 back to back, but he's dead. It don't matter. Alright, this should get me to level 13 before Agris, but as you can see, I'm just destroying this this escalation at level 12 with this build. Boomerang is off cooldown. I wonder if this'll proc it. It did not. I'm totally gonna... ooh, that is not the button I wanted to hit. Let's see if I can... ah, I want to hit both of them with the boomerang. I don't think that worked too well. I don't think they were close enough. And I popped my broadside lantern when I probably shouldn't have. I need to save that for when he rages, which is going to be very soon. So I'm going to start focusing the Shrike and hope that the Cool Shot doesn't rage. That's going to hit both of them, though. And there's the oof. He's going to fly back. Yep. Lantern's off cooldown, though, so that'll knock him right out of it. That was close. Let's go. Both of the horns are broke. Alright. That was probably why I reloaded one bullet too early. Yeah, now see, what I'm doing right here is what I do with the Drask weapon anyway, so like, I'm really only getting the benefit of that Drask bond until the head's broken. So like, that's only a small portion of the fight. Like, yeah, I'll still get some other damage on the head, like from the full bore and stuff, but I feel like the vast majority of the fight is not spent focusing the head.
That behemoth has snarled its last.
Yeah, Locust's power is pretty good for this one, since he doesn't move around a whole bunch.
We can't let that beast continue to feed on this island. You know what to do, Cap.
I should probably drink another Bulwark tonic, though, because he flails around a lot. Oh, I don't even have... Should probably get a reload. Shoulder to shoulder is the best spot you want to do your full bore right there. You're going to get the most damage out of it. It's going to have the most ticks, and it's also going to hit the most parts. That was a little off. I don't think I hit the shoulders at all on that one, actually. Oof. There we go. Alright, this should kill him. Or not. There we go. I knew he was really close. So yeah, that's the build there. So I hope you enjoyed it, and remember I did just start that Twitch, so check out the link in the comments.